Good evening and welcome to Nightfall in Amsterdam. Tonight we are joining a mixed group following up on a lead that Aaron received. For those who have been kind of keeping track, the mage Ilmari was going to take a device to confront some Templar mages and trigger a failsafe on it that would shred the avatars of any mages whose paradigm was not approved by the device. When he got there to trigger the device, he was attacked, forced to retreat before he had a chance to trigger it, and returned with very large claw wounds. And reached out to some werewolves and basically said, "What the hell did you do?" They said, "Not us." And here we are. They kind of agreed that, all right, well, let's look at it together before you burn everything down. So, following the direction that they were given, where the event happened, you guys are standing across the street in a small, kind of like a park sitting area from the oldest church in Amsterdam, known as the Old Kerk, literally old church, because we're terribly creative like that. And you were told this is where the thing happened.
Okay. Well,
Mara looks around.
If we
Pops a cigarette. Smokes it.
Air just kind of looks over at him. Are you kidding me right now?
What?
Don't you need to be able to smell?
We'll still be able to smell. Little Fang is not here. Ekta is not here. I have a very long habit that I'm working on breaking. It's just...
There is an issue. Other things will be able to smell you.
Yeah. Plus, we need to go there. And she points to the church.
And?
If they can smell you around corners or from 3 miles away due to your old habit, you endanger the rest of us as well.
That is fair. Puts it out.
She watches very carefully what he does with the butt.
He sticks it in his coat. These are expensive.
I wouldn't know. Well, gentlemen, shall we get this shit show on the road?
No.
So
Right.
do we knock or do...
It's a church.
Yeah. Do we knock or just go in? He just looks at her.
Well, I mean, it's a public building. I assume that the doors are open.
Are you sure?
I don't go to church. I don't know.
He just looks at her.
Bosco just walks up and tries to open the door.
Yep.
And the door does open.
Just kind of gives a look to the other two and then just starts walking in.
Eris follows him in and kind of starts taking a look around.
Mara will do the same.
When she walks in, she's going to look around from there and get a wide view of what's going on in here.
There's a front vestibule area, and then beyond that are like the actual pews and altar and all that jazz. So there's doors between you and that with like stained glass windows and whatnot. But through them you can see a group of people sitting in the pews and the there are two people standing up towards up on the raised area by the altar.
Are they does it sound like they're doing something religious based right now, or are they just in here?
I mean, they're having some sort of discussion.
Okay.
Can't tell if it's like actual preaching or what from here, but there's definitely some sort of. The two at the dais are doing some sort of speaking.
And they're doing it just amongst themselves quietly?
Well, I mean, they're talking. There's not a lot of people in the pews, but they're talking out to the people in the pews.
Okay.
There's probably a half dozen or so in the pews.
Does she see any signs around this particular area of anything that Aaron told her happened?
Oh, it looks relatively like what you imagine a church would look like.
All right. I'm just making sure. She kind of glances over at Bosco and over the packling. She's like, "So, what do you think? Should we just start poking our noses around? Because looks like they're busy."
He'll reply with the pack link. But we should be cautious about it.
Right. Do any of the people in the church look familiar?
No. Let me check here. I don't think Air has met. Excuse me. No, because you wouldn't have met any of them.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
What time of day is it in game?
I would assume evening.
Okay. He'll just glance between Bosco and Air.
Do they appear to be disrupted by us being there?
They don't appear to have noticed. Again, you guys are on the other side of the stained glass.
Okay. So are there any other doors and areas present?
There's doors to either side that looked like they lead to maybe offices, that sort of thing.
I somehow doubt it was there, but...
You want me to go listen in on service?
I mean, you can if you want. It might help.
Oh, sure.
I don't really want to disrupt them.
Oh, I don't mind. I've been to many of these, and I'm sure I've been to disruption once or twice.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't mind. He'll saunter on in.
All right. And as you enter, we kind of stop speaking and look up.
He waves. Hello, my friends. Keep walking over.
One of the gentlemen kind of gestures and says, "By all means, take a seat. Join us."
Sure. He'll find a seat toward the back of the group. What do these folk look like?
all of them are very well, like well groomed. Everyone in here appears to, or most everyone in here is male. Uh, you do notice now that there are more people kind of sitting off to the sides.
Mhm.
There's a half dozen up front, but there are more kind of out to the sides that you couldn't see from the door.
Well groomed. Does it look like a Catholic service or just a general?
Roll me a perception. See, you're a werewolf, so you probably don't have belief systems or esoteric. Huh?
Mm-mm.
If it helps, he was raised in Satua, which is heavily Catholic.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think what the best. The cult?
Yeah, I got a call. I don't think Enigmas.
Yeah, I could see that too. Either one.
Okay, I'll go with I got a call. I'll go with standard diff. Alright, me versus the stupid dice roller.
You can do it.
Alright. Nope. Alright. Oh, that's what I'm doing. Sorry. I was trying to Discord. It's not Discord.
Keep that devilry.
Yep. Got two.
All right. With two, you would say this is not like any Christian service you have seen before.
Oh, cool.
For one thing, there's a lot more swords than you're used to seeing.
It's New Age Christians. All right. Okay. Another random question. What kind of swords? Anything particular?
Very elaborate-looking European long swords, broadswords, that sort of thing.
Okay. Cool.
Very like classic Crusader.
Neat. Are any of them wearing red crosses of any sort?
You don't see anything quite that blatant.
Okay.
The gentleman, one of the two gentlemen up on the dais is in a kind of like a brown robe, very homespun looking. Not even like a monk's robe, just more like the old pilgrim look. The other one is in like a not quite priest vestments, but they're done all in like black and grays.
Cool. Okay. How many of them are looking at Varro currently?
Couple of them, the 6 who are sitting down front are, and then the excuse me, the remaining are the 2 at the front. So probably 5 total.
Cool. All right. So I'm not the secretary. So what are we discussing? The Book of Daniel.
One of the gentlemen in the robe starts to chuckle and says, "Actually, brother, you're just in time to join us for the beginning of a fantastic rite."
Oh, okay. What kind?
A consecration, if you will.
Oh, that's so the more Catholic type thing. That is good. Yeah, I will watch. Is there wine? I'm told there's generally wine.
One of them, one of the people on the benches turns around and says, "This is not a one to be undertaken lightly."
Ah, okay. I'm not really sure how I could be of help, but I'm, as I said, I'm happy to watch. Oh, are you a friar or priest or? I don't know what to call you.
He looks back at you. Titles are largely overrated.
I mean, not to several million people among the world, but okay. Do you have a name then, friend?
My name is Jean. If you have familiar with the relatively famous musical, I'm told Jean Valjean, pronounced the same way.
Oh, the
Same as.
yes. I believe they made a bad movie with Liam Neeson.
I cannot speak to movies. I'm more of a traditional theater person myself.
Oh, I will get you a copy. Just kind of look around and just,
Yeah.
kind of keep an eye on things.
So, in the meantime, the rest of you guys are waiting, like out in the front vestibule, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll still be kind of like looking around and trying to see if there's anything out of the ordinary.
Yep.
Is anybody peeking?
Well, that's the plan.
I'm gonna let the Theurge peek.
Yep, the Theurge is gonna peek. What's the gauntlet?
It is 4.
Well, hey, it's technically 3 now, courtesy of that lovely gift.
Huzzah.
And courtesy of your fantastic flaw, you can pretty much just like stumble sideways.
I can if I'm stressed out, but I'm not. I don't think I'm
a trick.
stressed
Oh
out.
no.
No, Ailey would be the one having a heart attack in here.
She just wants to show her the cross.
Oh yeah, I have 4 to peek.
All right. There are a lot of high umbra spirits here.
What kind of high umbra spirits?
Technology roll, you can find out.
Right? Spirit lore? What?
With a lot of spirit lore, yes.
That's what I have. All right. What diff?
Standard.
Okay. 2 successes.
All right. 2 successes. These are a little different than Gaian, but spirits of war and zeal.
Okay. She will pass this information along to Bosco while the pack link, so he knows what she's seeing.
Bosco will give an affirmative over pack link.
She kind of wants to full on step over to take a peek, but that's not the best thing to do in this particular spot.
I need
And
all of you to give me a perception alertness.
I'll come in whenever you say it's cool, John.
Whenever. They're saying the vestibule of this church.
except for Alvaro.
Except for Alvaro, he's in, like, sitting by the sermon.
Just having a good time.
Did you, like, actually go up by the people? Or are you kind of hanging back?
He is like, so wherever the last people, a bunch of people are sitting, he's the pew behind.
Okay. I need you to...
Nice roll, Holly.
I know.
It's beautiful.
I got 3 successes.
I got 1, but what do I? What fresh hell did I walk into and have to roll for?
So, Aaron will come in the front door with his case and his coat and his dreads and kind of look around for people.
Well, yeah, you'll see Aaron, the giant, massive, hulking man. She'll kind of look at Aaron and give him a nod.
Aaron kind of grunts in your direction.
It's the most communicative he's ever been.
Alright, so everyone except...
Air sees
Air.
things. Or hears.
Well, Alvaro went because he's inside already. Although you'll notice that the fellows you're sitting behind actually, you start picking up some pretty strong whiffs of pure breed.
Oh, it's fantastic.
And Bosco, you hear a kind of a swishing sound, and a older man comes around the corner and with a broom in his hand, and he says, "Well, good evening, folks. I didn't realize we had guests this evening. There was a private gathering, or a rather unannounced one. Although you may be welcome. If you head on in, John can probably tell you more."
So any pure breed coming off to this guy?
No.
No. Okay. Bosco will nod to him and say thank you for your welcome. And then he'll just kind of walk towards the room.
Air kind of over the pack link says to Bosco, I am going to talk to these spirits.
Do I see people heading this way?
Well, I assume Bosco's heading that direction.
Yeah.
No, I won't separate. I'll go with Bosco.
Alvaro will kind of turn around and give Air wide eyes.
Aaron
And
gets his app.
look over to kind of glance, back and forth, and then just kind of look back at the at John.
She'll kind of raise an eyebrow at Alvaro, noting the look on his face.
It's a look between slightly distressed and maybe constipated.
Mood.
She
And
just
then-
kind of looks at him. She's just staring at him like, what?
He'll stretch, and at the end of the stretch, he'll just kind of tap his nose and then put his hands back down.
Since Aaron is the master
Okay.
of subterfuge, what are you people doing?
Yeah,
And because Alvaro has pointed at his nose, I'm now going to take a good whiff.
Same.
No, seriously, I don't know what you're doing. I was. Someone was damaged here recently with some armored furry things. I was here to. I brought some of my own furry things.
Oh no! So what does air smell when she takes a big whiff?
Oh,
pure
lots,
breed?
lots of pure breed, yes.
What kind of pure breed?
Lots of silver fang pure breed.
She just kind of looks at Bosco.
And as the gentleman up front looks at Aaron and says, I'm so glad you asked. My
get
good,
him. Go ahead. Sorry.
my good friend here and I were about to perform a rather intense ceremony, and having some additional guests will certainly help.
Well, I mean, probably not. I don't
Are
think
you-
they knew.
Are you the armored people who were stabbing mages?
Gonna move out of the pew.
Eric kind of looks at Aaron and she just kind of, well, here, send to the true form because it's pure breed, but actually it's automatic. Are they kinfolk or Guru?
These are all Guru.
Aaron just looks at Bosco like, these are your fucking, these are your fucking people, man.
As
She doesn't say it, but she just looks at him.
he looks at Aaron, he says, unfortunately, I must say yes. Well, not me personally, but one of my my family here was responsible for that. The gentleman came in here armed. So,
He throws back his coat with his two pistols. I have weapons.
grossly tactless.
Of that too.
He chuckles. He says, "Not those kinds of silly things." He as the other gentleman in the robe starts to talk under real low, deep, and actually, it's as he does. It's very odd for the Gru because he is speaking some blend of Latin and Guru tongue.
What can we make out of the Guru tongue?
Good question.
Or
Nothing good.
nothing?
It's a rite calling upon spirits.
Mhm.
You can get some enigmas roll or some rituals to figure out which one.
Sure. How about it?
Intelligence plus enigmas.
Ooh, I have enigmas.
I do too.
We're gonna go with wits.
Wits, okay.
All right, not as good, but
Ooh.
Can I use rituals instead of enigmas?
Yes.
I mean, I have rituals as well, but which applies better, rituals because it's a
Well,
ritual.
are you trying to figure out what he's doing as a ritual or what he's saying?
Yes,
Those are somewhat two different things.
they are. They are. We'll start with one and then the other. We'll start with the ritual. And then what he's saying.
Yeah, fine.
I got 2 myself for enigmas.
I got 2 for the rituals, and I'll roll enigmas as well.
Alright. So wits, writs, and wits enigmas, or intelligence, rituals, and wits enigmas?
Being I don't think this is a ritual you would have, I would say wits.
Okay. Well, no, I probably won't have it, but
Joke's on you, I took
Alright.
right 25.
alright. So this is for the ritual. I'm assuming I have mystic as a specialty. Does that apply?
Yes, I would allow that.
Okay. Wow. Nothing on the wits writs. Of course, my successes get canceled out.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Well,
It's the best roll.
there's the wits enigmas. I have 5 on that.
Nice.
Figure out what they're saying. So I make up for it.
Alright. Well, and that was the enigmas. So, it is seems almost like a rite to like some sort of summoning rite or whatnot, but it's in Latin and seems to be focusing on creatures with biblical elements.
What are they
Okay.
saying in Latin? Because Bosco speaks Latin.
She does. They are calling upon. Oh, excuse me. Let me just hack up a lung here quick. Calling upon the great, the King of Kings, or to grant patronage to this great king. To rescue, to support and rescue, and may they stand and face the lion, but also with the fury of a lion, asking for the, basically like a lion-hearted type thing.
Aaron kind of like,
Erin's kind of crinkling her face.
this was a fucking. It was a mage that showed up and told me he got jumped, right, John?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They just kind of took his shirt from him. It seems like.
Yeah, he showed up and they laid into him.
Are they still summoning or whatever?
They do continue the ritual, yes. And the
Over the pack link to Bosco. Is this normal for silver fangs?
Bosco takes a minute to think on it. And all ear gets back is a questioning sometimes?
Is it an unsure sometimes?
Yeah, it's a pretty unsure sometimes.
She just kind of nods. And then she's like, "Do you have sense worm?"
I do, and I will go ahead out of character and roll it. Perception, occult. What's my diff, John? Because it's dependent on where I'm taking.
it will be. Well, there. We'll go with 6.
Okay. What even is a worm? Yeah, no successes.
Oh no.
I will attempt sense worm.
Probably should.
Yeah.
I
Perception.
know.
And you guys
3 successes.
hear a voice come from kind of like one of the side, whatever they call it, where the priest kind of stands off out of sight initially. And the voice says, "Well, it was kind of you to come and join us this evening. I'm sure my friends here will appreciate the assistance." There is no worm taint.
No worm taint. Okay. He will glance toward the voice. What we got?
There's a gentleman in what looks almost like a police tactical type composite, but it's made in like a classic armor style. So it's like someone took like half plate and redesigned it to use Kevlar and modern materials.
Gotcha. That looks extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah. Looks
Does
it says, surprisingly, I could even sleep in it if need be.
Really? Doesn't itch or? So exactly what are you doing? Rite of some sort, and this nice man is pointing. Those guns? Yes, guns. Looks at Aaron. Back to them. I'm assuming guns.
He never drew them. He just showed them.
Okay. Yes, so what are you looking for exactly here? Looks to Aaron.
Aaron recognizes this guy as he gets closer.
It's the guy who declared war on everybody's not Christian. That guy.
Yeah, it's this is definitely Carl.
Oh,
Is everybody here?
Holly just went beard back.
I'm here, my dog's just fussing, so I don't want to subject you guys to that.
Aaron
Dog
says,
seems to just fuss a lot.
he goes, "You."
Oh yes, the engineer fellow, correct?
Why aren't you dead yet?
He chuckles and says, "Well, I imagine that would be because I have found favor with the divine."
You know him, I assume. Who are you?
I'm Aaron. That man.
Him.
Him?
Yes, him.
It's a genocidal guy who wants to kill everybody.
Crusader of some sort. Yes.
Well, aren't we all in one fashion or another?
Not to the extent that I've heard things, not good ones.
Is there any pure breed coming off of Genocide McKillfuck?
No.
Okay.
Okay, well, this is
On the flip side, these you guys, Bosco, you can tell that this John fellow has absurd levels of pure breed even for a silver fang.
Holly. That is Carl's here.
Carl.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
wait, what? Carl's here?
mm-hmm.
The one that the mage that
Yeah.
Ecto was talking about?
Oh, yep.
Okay, you'll have to fill me in because I literally had to step away.
He
So
was over hanging out in the corner.
Carl just came out of like one of the back areas where like priests, like wait off scene, so to speak.
Okay.
Thought of a very bad joke. I'm going to keep it to myself, but. So,
Well, yes, priests usually come in from the back.
yep.
Hold on.
Yep. That was one of them. Yeah. Let's see. There was a few. You were I can't remember your name. I remember it was kind of silly. Looks to Aaron. What's Mr. Kevlar's name?
He's had lots and he remembers them all.
Yes. Yes.
Oh boy.
Well, this is different.
Yeah, John looks at him and he says, yes, it was very interesting conversation here being brought up to speed.
With him? Points to Carl.
He says, well, he's got a lot of stories to tell.
I'm sure he does. Not good company though, considering.
And John laughs as the other gentleman continues his chanting, and John says, I suppose that's true. Your disposition has soured a bit since I knew you as Lambert.
Era kind of raises an eyebrow and her eyes dart about between Alvaro and Bosco and Aaron.
I need a perception awareness from Aaron and perception primal urge from the rest of you.
Got this. I maxed that out almost. This is the roll that I'm going to fail.
Yeah, you got confident.
Yep. Yep. All right. Standard
2
diff.
successes.
Yes, standard.
Ooh.
2.
Alright, so it looks like everybody, had successes.
Mm-hmm.
And intervals of 2.
So you guys all feel a wave of umbral energy roll out. For Air and Bosco, I don't think Bosco is here. Air, this is exactly what it felt like when the cairn was formed.
They just made a sept.
And
She actually says that over the pack link, like without even thinking that they just made a sept.
the gentleman, Jean, stands and says, "Prepare, for the great dragon will assault us." That is his way. It's always been his way.
The great dragon.
You're talking about, like, I'm slightly confused. Are you talking about Satan or
And he shifts and looks.
Oh, sweet mother of fucking.
no?
Did shit just go left? Are they coming?
It just went way left.
Right? Well, that's why she said when she said to Bosco, they just formed a sept.
You guys will hear the church bells above begin tolling.
Oh, I have to do this. The gauntlet's still 4, right?
Yes.
Now that I'm in the separate room, after they've done this, I have to see what the Umbra looks like. Now,
No, you don't. You don't want to see that.
I don't want to see it, but I have to. It might give me an indication as to what spirit has actually taken the place. Ooh, 5.
While she's
I
doing
rolled
that,
it at a higher diff than I needed to, too.
I'm gonna shift.
I technically have all 6 successes. I just rolled it at 6 instead of 3. Like I should have. Yeah, I'm peeking.
I'm
6
shifting.
successes.
All right. Question.
She's kind of cringing as she does it. She's not.
Bad juju.
So up at the literally where Jean is standing, but on the other side, there's hang on, it's right here. Alphabetical, John. You can do this. That is what you see.
I can't really see it because it's really small.
What? Why? It looks so unhappy.
I'm like, it's really small. I can't really see it.
Praying looks happy. Ugh.
Can you send it to me on Facebook Messenger? I literally could not. Okay, it's.
I switched.
Oh,
Yeah, and it is
a black werewolf, and these are supposed to be silver
no,
fangs.
It's the same. It's definitely Jean, but in like a crusader armor emblazoned with a sun. And next to him is a literal sun.
No.
A literal sun?
Yes. See, while a fire type.
What other spirits are around here?
Lots of glory and fire.
Nothing wormish is coming yet?
Jealous. Not in here.
Okay.
On the other side, you can hear trumpets sounding. So there's that.
Just kind of
She hears trumpets. We don't, right?
passing along this information to Bosco, all of the pack link, and can I? Oh, I'm trying to figure this out. What the F? I'm assuming that if this thing is where this Jean guy is, that it's his reflection.
Yes.
Does it look anything like he did?
Looks exactly like him.
Okay.
Based on the info that Ear's feeding me, can I do an intelligent spirit lore, perhaps?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I want to do an intelligent spirit lore as well, but that with the pack. I'm trying to
have
do this
random
silently.
question.
Sorry,
this-
Alvaro.
You're fine. I have a random question for the dog
Yeah.
first. Tell the dog I said hi. Any ghosts in here or anything moving around?
No.
Good. That's good.
Another question, and I feel like this one is going to be a no. Would worm lore be more appropriate?
No. Although you could
Okay.
do Silverfang lore.
I was gonna say Silverfang lore might be. All right, what's the diff on spirit lore?
We will go with 7.
Okay.
And on Silverfang lore?
I will go with 5 on that one. It's just for a Silverfang, that's pretty common.
Oh, boy, none of
Not
it.
technically a botch, but
We're SOL on our rolls here, man.
a
Jeez.
little bit.
I made a good choice, not going with Samantha or Maria. It's,
It'll be
Yeah.
fine.
oh, sure.
Okay. Dang.
I'm always happy he came.
Oh boy.
There's whiskey in Air's future.
I'm not even entirely sure what's happening right now. Silverfangs in a church, and a sept was just formed, but none of these are like Gaian spirits.
Crusader that's friends with the Silverfangs.
I don't know. Dude said prepare to fight a dragon. Bosco's gonna go to Hispo.
They said prepare to fight a dragon, and she said what dragon, and never got an answer.
Yep, I shifted to Kratos.
Like, either we're going to fight a dragon, or the dragon's on our side, and we're gonna fight a bunch of werewolves and a mage. So either way,
It's gonna be a good time.
I'm gonna actually roll to change, because that's a good idea, maybe.
So what's the diff for that going from Tama to Kratos?
To Kranos, it's diff 6, if I remember right.
Diff 6 Primal Urge and
Stamina.
Brain. Stamina. Yeah.
Stamina, yeah. I got to Krynos. I still want to be in Hispo, though. Okay, cool, I'm in Hispo.
What the? No.
You can also just spend a rage to shift, but I didn't want to waste it.
Gonna do that.
Can we can take an action? Aaron will draw both his pistols.
I guess I'm shifting. I'm not.
John, Holly requires you to answer her question.
If they're not going to answer it, that's fine. Just tell me. But
Yeah.
Oh, they basically just kind of looked at you and because you asked what dragon, correct?
yeah,
and they just said the dragon.
There's a lot of dragons.
Yeah.
If it's the green dragon, who boy, we're in for a good time.
Seguin?
Yeah, I'm just gonna shift.
I'm gonna try to shift again if nothing happens.
And you guys begin to hear sounds of conflict from outside, and some of the other, well, the 6 wolves shift and turn and head towards the doors.
We're in the physical, right? In the middle
Yeah.
of town?
Yes.
And they're running for the church doors to go outside?
They're headed towards the doors, yes.
She just kind of looks
Everybody
at
knows.
Bosco and then looks at these silver fangs as she's shifting. The fuck with the litany, apparently. She says that over the pack link.
Feel so left out.
Bosco sends a note over to Air. Remind me to Stone of Scorn everybody that just ran out those doors.
I'm stepping sideways.
Aaron grabs a stray sword that's just laying around because they just ran outside.
There's a lot of swords laying around. That's fine.
Yep.
Aaron, pick one up.
And he has a good idea for sure. Because I didn't come here armed with my giant ass weapons.
I'll take one as well. I have a knife.
I'm just gonna bite it a lot and hope not to die. That's my plan.
I mean, valid option.
Yeah, Aaron just buckles on. He buckles on a scabbard. Aaron's pretty handy with a blade.
Oh, I suppose it doesn't matter what I'd use.
Can I make a matter 1 roll to know what the hell this shit's made out of?
Sure.
Aaron he'll take a moment and he'll analyze it. Like they can run and stuff. He just takes a moment and pulls out his stuff and runs. He flips his phone over to the analyze thing because he stopped carrying his case. He realized he can do it
I'm gonna
all.
roll at 7.
Does the diff go up to shift if you fail the first time?
Yeah, but I didn't fail the first time. I just rolled at 7. I'm trying to
checking for
I
me.
know I got it, but
I'm doing for me. There we go. 3. Thank God.
Normally, perception magic is 4, but because this is a fast cast, I assume it's 5.
Yes.
and she is going to yeah, she told Bosco that she was going to the Umbra, but she's still just gonna verbally reiterate it to Elvaro.
Thank you.
With no pack link.
It's good. I got scolded for not doing that.
I don't think I can
You're fun of dragon.
she just kind of looks at Aaron and she's like, can you go to the spirit world? Or are you gonna stay here?
I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What's your plan?
It's a dragon.
Yeah. Just looks at her.
What's my plan?
Yes.
Well, they're running out these doors.
I saw
And
that.
like I said to Bosco, apparently fuck the rules.
It's guideline apparently.
So we're not going to run out into a very public city streets. That would be silly.
I mean,
You're saying all this out loud, correct?
That's why she said the rules, whatnot. Yeah, we're not gonna bust out into city streets like that. But yes, we're saying this to Elvaro because he asked what her plan was.
Aaron thought that he was asking him. Aaron says, I'm going to help them kill the dragon, and then the person that attacked my friend I'm going to do battle with and kill.
Which one was it, though?
They'll tell me.
Okay. All right.
I
Well,
hope so.
As Carl walks towards the door, he says, I have ensorcelled the entire grounds around the church. None outside will see it.
oh, that's convenient.
Can I do a perception empathy? She doesn't know this dude, and well, she has to make sure he's not lying.
Seems like a nice, trustworthy, mass murdering, genocidal crusader Templar thing.
Well, she doesn't. Got 3 successes on perception empathy. We good?
Yes.
Okay. Scratch that then. Let's go.
Cool. Always wanted to fight a dragon.
Scratch that then. And as Air kind of walks out, and she's kind of she's kind of preparing for that dragon, but
This is
could be wrong.
pull out a flask and I'll drink from it. Want some?
Maybe after this is over.
Oh, there may not be an after.
She just kind of shrugs.
Oh, you know, Jack Daniels is amazing.
She just kind of blows him off and starts heading for the door.
He follows.
All right, as you head out,
What is the sword made out of?
sorry, it is a silver blade.
Cool.
Air picked up,
Which
a
is
sword,
odd
too.
because, ouch.
Yeah.
Is there anything abnormal about it other than the fact it's a sword and it's made out of silver and you don't make swords out of silver because that's stupid?
It is seems to be reinforced by something non-material.
Aaron grunts, straps it on, and goes outside.
Bosco
Aaron.
will follow.
All right.
But he on the way out there, he goes, "One of you attacked my friend, and when we're done killing the dragon, I'm going to beat the shit out of you."
I feel like that's something you tell them after.
Why?
You hear a kind of a wry chuckle from Jean, and he says, I think I like you, my friend. Perhaps when this is all done, you will join me for some brandy.
When I'm done kicking the living crap out of the person that hurt my friend, yes.
One thing at a time, demons and dragons first, then you can have your duel.
Are we in the Twilight Zone? I look at Air.
I have no fucking clue.
I was like, what is this madness? This is like a Tiger Run scene. This don't make no sense. This looks like
All right. So when you get outside, there are like actual like demon-looking things fighting werewolves, and you can tell they're manifested spirits. Oh.
Activating the skin.
But why?
that sounds nasty.
This isn't how I saw my day going. Not sure what I imagined, but this is not it.
No,
Spending a willpower
nothing.
to master the fire.
Fair point.
He did say dragon, right?
Yep. You guys haven't seen one yet, but there's
He kind of
definitely.
he looks at the Silver Fang guy. He kind of unstraps the sword and everything, gets it ready, looks at him and goes, "Okay, what can dragons do?"
Okay.
He's so calm. I
Tiger.
get so crazy. He goes, "What can dragons do?"
He looks and says, "Well, I suppose we should start with the basics. They're fly, fire, armored skin."
Air's kind of looking up.
Fire, you say?
Dragons fly.
Gonna do the same Master of Fire thing.
Aaron doesn't have Master of Fire, but he has this death pin inside of his briefcase that he forgot, and he's really salty about that right now.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I don't have Master of Fire either.
So Aaron will have to do it ugly. Mage question. With only one instrument that I do not normally use to do this with, like he doesn't have his briefcase that has all the stuff in it that generally allows him to make himself immune to certain energies. Am I even allowed to try and cast the effect or not?
Do you have an instrument?
I have my phone and some guns.
Then yes, you have instruments. I mean,
But there's no hypertech that will let me shoot myself with a beam that's going to make me immune to fire, so I'm a little salty right now.
I see where you're coming from.
Tiger, do you second this opinion?
Well, if you can find a way to rationalize it with the tech you have, go for it. Otherwise,
Well and truly fucked. It's fine.
That was the question. I was feeding my dog. What happened?
Oh, I said I'm a technomancer with none of the instruments that he would use right now to to make himself immune to fire.
basically, the instruments he has don't jive with his practice for that particular effect. So I told him unless he can find a way to rationalize that effect with the tools he has, then no, he can't do it.
Well, no, he can. There is rules for using unfamiliar tools. It's a increased difficulty. I think it's like 1 or 2.
He'll do it dirty. He
If you just want to make the roll, and we can sort out the fluff after, since the mechanics are the key part.
well, no, it's fine. I'll be better prepared next time. What he does have is this jacket, which is armored already. So all he does is, I hate doing this shit. He will lock the effect to make the jacket fireproof.
Okay,
Forces 3, matter 3.
fair enough.
I will take an extra round to cast it to lower the difficulty by 1. And with his no quintessence having asked, he will not do anything.
Okay. All right, as you guys are these little skirmishes are unfolding around you, you're looking around for the dragon. Everybody give me a perception alertness.
I will not get to make this because I'm actually using magic right now, so I won't get to look.
You are distracted, that's correct.
I get a -1 to perception rolls because it does.
Oh, I actually had one.
-1.
4.
It didn't fucking matter.
I got 1 success.
I got 4.
I will cast it again next round at +1 difficulty, so it goes to 9. Because that's how mage works.
God, Marcus, you're salting on people who aren't even here and have never played this game.
It's a gift.
All right. Did we get our perk alerts from everyone?
Yep.
Yep, Bosco fucking failed.
This is a red. We are the shit team of fail today.
These are the essentials.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Alvaro will be the first to notice. As a gentleman in a very snappy-looking suit comes walking up towards the church.
That's cool.
And you will notice
God.
that his eyes are slitted in red.
Nice.
And he does have a forked tongue.
What? You gotta
And
have it.
as he looks at one of the werewolves as he passes, he kind of flicks a gesture, and the werewolf starts to burn.
Nice. Yeah.
Air, you have seen this guy before.
Oh?
Yes, and you notice it when you hear the jingling of coins in his pocket. He had fled the toy store the night it was destroyed.
She says, motherfucker.
And he strokes his very like stereotypical goatee, like classic Jafar goatee type look, and he says, "I should have known this would be where I would find such a fantastic hoard of wealth. And if there's this
I
much
do
raw
have a
power,
question.
I'm sure there's gold too."
Or it just kind of looks
I
at
do
him and
have a
squints.
question.
Go ahead.
So for personal edification, is he wearing a zoot suit?
Why'd you run away?
Ryan.
Stop.
No, this is like full on tuxedo.
Damn, it's not sweet,
Aw.
Buffy.
Damn it.
He'll like nudge Air.
She's just like staring at this dude and she's freaking pissed.
Is that Satan?
Aaron looks at the guy and he kind of looks at his he rolls up his sleeve with the runes on his arm and he looks at the guy and goes, "Oh shit!" Because remember, Aaron has primal marks. He is marked by Surtur.
Mm-hmm.
Do the runes burn any hotter when he gets close?
I imagine they would.
Point of order, parlay.
If Bosco wasn't in his bow, he would be saying something like, "He just set a dude on fire." I think we're a little past parlay.
Not among his kind, maybe.
She says over the pack link, "This is the motherfucker that was selling all the corrupted toys." Well, I don't know if he was selling them, but I saw him flee the toy store.
Yeah, starts to laugh, having
That's
heard
over the
that
pack. That's over the pack link.
from
Just so you know.
from Aaron. He heard that and he laughs and he says, "I do not believe you have enough wealth to warrant such a negotiation being profitable."
I don't, but he does, and he shows him the name of his teacher.
Yeah.
Oh no!
looks and he chuckles a little bit, and he says,
Oh, for the love,
he strokes his beard a little bit,
oh, for the love of God.
and he kind of takes a deep breath through his nose. This. Well, I suppose there is a joy of a negotiation as well. You speak for this entity?
He sends him a one moment. I have to send him a text.
He chuckles and says,
Send him a text.
that would not be the individual I would expect to get on board with the 20th century.
He sends him a text. Does he reply?
He answers basically with a what do you want?
There's a dragon here. Can I negotiate with this thing in your name or not?
He responds and says, many dragons act on behalf of the opposition and will not deal in good faith.
So beat its face in. He continues texting. Like, if the guy kills him, he kills him. But he's going to hold his... Whenever you start doing these types of deals, you hold your end. So he's just... Probably a bad idea then.
He will not deal in your favor, and you'll get screwed, I believe is the term you use.
Thank you. Continue with the beat facing, please.
He chuckles a little bit and says, I'm sure he'll be more apt to negotiate once he has losses to mitigate.
You won't deal in good faith. There's no reason he'd negotiate with you. That would be silly.
No. No, we
Faith
won't.
is a matter of perspective.
I name you Forsworn.
He chuckles a little bit and says, holds out a business card and says, the name is Memnon. It's much easier to work with.
I'd take the card.
And it is a business card for a holdings company and trust firm. And it literally just lists him as Memnon and has a contact number.
Should we get back to the battle, or are you going to leave now?
He looks around and says, leave? He gestures towards the church and he goes, you and I both know what kind of riches they've got hoarded in there that need to be liberated back into the market. And we will roll an initiative.
He's gonna stab me in the face. I feel stabbed already. So is it just him, or are there other minions around?
The other ones are being dealt with. This is just him.
Not liking us for the face. Got it. Did Aaron even fight? Jesus.
I didn't think Jesus has got you on this one. I think you're on your own.
Samantha disagrees, always.
You know what? She's not here.
She's not. She could be.
Good thing I learned to fight from a Templar. Yeah, y'all didn't think I knew that shit this year. Yeah, I got one. Can John? Aaron's never done it before, but can he invoke his blessing and see what that means? Because he has blessing 3, where he always has the lighter.
Is that how that works?
Can he do anything about that, or no?
I have to look. I don't remember what exactly the blessing spell was in his notes.
Don't worry about it. Let's do the thing.
You threw me a curveball. Sorry.
Let's fight a dragon. Roll initiative.
I did. I got an 11.
Bosco got an 11 because he's a goon.
He's pretty goony.
What are you adding in?
Dex and wits.
Dex and wits.
Dex. I was about to say celerity if you have it, but we're playing werewolf and not
Yep.
vampire.
I got a 7.
Anybody got Spirit of the Fray?
I got 8. Nope. I thought about buying it though.
Oh my god. Shut up. Shut up, Mark. Please. Dex and wits.
Oh. Ooh, I popped my finger and my elbow popped at the same time. That's amazing.
Nice.
So 6. Woo!
Yay.
For some
And got it good.
For some odd reason, the worst warrior here gets to go on 14.
Huzzah.
So, John, basically what you're saying is all the minions are over there doing minion things, and it's just us and the dragon.
Well, you guys have like a pack of werewolves and a Templar warrior fighting the demons. So
Evil. He's a bad guy.
Aaron is 14. Bosco is 11.
I had 8.
What is Elbero adding to his one?
Yep, it's 7.
All right, we have all right. Elbero, you will be excuse me, first to declare.
Cool. Gonna move toward the guy, and I'm gonna hit him with my claws.
Okay. Aaron, you're next to act on the list.
Oh, aren't we declaring stuff now?
Yes, so this
Okay.
will be your declaration.
I guess I took one of those swords, so I got the sword, whackety whack, and I'm gonna spend 3 rage.
All right. And then it is to him. He will parry your sword.
I haven't even done anything yet. I thought we were just declaring actions going.
Yeah, so he's going to parry that.
Oh, okay.
So then it goes to Bosco to declare your action.
Spinning 2 rage, and I'm gonna try and give him a big old crunchy bite.
All right, and then Aaron's action.
Prayer? Aaron. Aaron is going to attempt to, since fire probably doesn't work on dragons. He's pretty sure about that because that's how that works and makes a lot of sense. He's gonna have 1 parry and 1 strike with his blade. Well, actually, I go before he does, so I'm just gonna hit him 3 times with my sword. He's not attacking me. He's just parrying her. So you can hit him upside the head 3 times with the sword.
Okay. All right, well, your first resolve then.
All right. 3 times. I have bleed. Am bleed strong. So 7. So diff doesn't go up, but I have to swing 3 times. What? 2, 4, yeah, 2, 2, 3. I go all out because I'm silly. He's probably immune, and I don't know that though.
Gonna figure it out.
Is the difficulty higher than 6 with this S word? Is it weird?
No.
1 success on the first attack. Put that up. 1 success on the second attack. And 3 successes on the third attack.
There you go. You can't parry or anything, so it is.
He could if he wants to spend a willpower point.
That's true.
Or he goes full defense. It's up to him. There's his choice.
No, he's going to stick with his course of action. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, what's the damage on this thing?
That will be, I believe it's strength +2, but give me 1 second to confirm.
I need the diff on this sword too, you might as well. Diff and damage info.
They are diff 6.
Okay.
It is a strength +2, yep.
Okay, so 4 plus successes. So, and they're all successes?
It was a diff 6 to hit, so.
Okay, so 1, 1, and 3. First attack with 1 whole point of damage. Can he soak it?
He does,
Second attack gets no damage.
which is minimum 1.
Wait, ones don't take away successes on damage, right?
Right.
Well, they do, unless you house with it.
Yeah, that was one we went back and forth and couldn't find anywhere in the book where it said they don't. It says you can't botch damage,
Oh, fair enough.
but we couldn't find where it actually would say anything that you can't. That they don't take 1.
And finally,
Words are hard.
2, 4, 7. This is the big daddy. Does this actually work? God damn it. So, can he soak water? Can he do it?
I don't know. That's asking an awful lot. Yes, he can.
I did 1 point of damage to him. Yes.
You did it.
Next. Please do better than me.
All right, Bosco, your next act.
I'm gonna give a good old crunchy bite to him. As stated previously.
Oh, the doggy is so scared for you. Damn.
6 to hit, baby. So,
His
strength of
cycle must be
7.
pretty low.
Yeah, that's fine. Strength of 7 plus 2 for the 9 plus 5, 14. Nine aggravated.
9 aggravated, huh?
Yeah, 9 aggravated.
I imagine that he's not going to do well on that soak. He's going to do
Worth
very
a
poorly
shot.
on that soak. Taking 7.
So what, he took 3, so he took 6 instead?
Yep. Yeah, and he had taken 1 already from Aaron, so.
Oh, yeah.
See, I'm not a loser.
Yeah. Man, you got it.
He is taking a defense against air, so. So air is attacking with her sword.
It's my turn now.
Yes.
Nope. Four to hit.
God damn, y'all are goons.
Alright, he's got his parry here. That doesn't go so well for him. So you do notice he is trying to parry with his hand. Now, granted, as a spirit, there may be something you don't know there, but either way, you have 3 successes, so you basically power through it.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and roll your damage. And if you've shifted, make sure you're accounting for your Krino strength. I only say that because I've done it before.
And just for clarification, you add strength for how many successes, or is that double over? I don't remember.
Run that past me again.
Oh, sorry. When you hit, you add the number of successes to your damage pool.
-1.
-1. That's what I thought. Okay, thank you.
And that's only with melee.
Gotcha.
So if you're using a gun, you don't get that advantage.
Gotcha.
What if I throw the gun really hard?
Well, and I think it does still apply with thrown weapons.
Dang.
So yeah, you would get your strength if it's a thrown weapon.
Nice.
You have 4 damage from air. And he soaks.
Well, I mean, technically, with this rule, it's only 2.
No, you accounted for the ones.
No, I didn't.
You used an F.
Isn't it supposed to be an E?
F subtracts ones.
Oh.
I think you're the only one who spent rage, though.
No, I spent 2 rage.
My apologies, then. So a rage round. So we will have air and then Tiger declare and resolve.
Does that happen before my turn, or?
No, you have to. You still have to roll your attack.
Okay, just making sure.
I'm just letting them know how we're going to handle it there.
Alrighty. 2 to hit.
He doesn't have any defensive action, so go ahead and roll your damage. Supposed to help you make that clear.
Little did we know that he's really a raid boss, and this is only his
Sorry.
first.
F1 for the fails for the strength roll.
Yep.
Okay. There you go.
Solid. Oh, it's supposed to be F6, not F1.
Ready.
No, that's not looking. Yeah, you did astonishingly poorly, but just good enough.
Yep.
All right, you did not spend rage, correct? I think our only rage actions were air and Bosco. So, air, you have first declaration, followed by Bosco.
Sword again.
All right.
It's gonna sound weird. Can I sense worm and rage actions?
Synthworm doesn't require gnosis spending, does it?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so. So yes, you could. Let's see what.
Okay, that is my declaration, because getting renowned for proving someone's of the worm is pretty lit.
Okay. Well, in resolution, start with Synthworm. Which I believe is difficulty based on their level of one taint, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to call it a diff 4.
Cool. Hey, 2 successes.
2 successes. He is most definitely of the worm, as are all these demons fighting around you guys.
Perfect. Through Packling, Bosco will send to Ear, in case it wasn't obvious. Worm.
You can feel an internal nod over the pack link.
Alright, and then Air, your resolution.
Oh, you need me to make a roll, huh?
I do. Roll the hit and then roll for damage.
Mm-hmm.
He has no defensive actions.
So he's not doing anything.
Right.
I'll be right back.
Was the 3 successes your 2 hit?
Mm. Yeah, I'm just doing math.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Make sure I was following along.
Another 4.
And he knocks his soak roll out of the park. Alright, so then we go to the next raid round is you and then Bosco to declare. Are you going with the sword again?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I didn't hold everybody up, did I?
No, Air's got a declaration and then Tiger. Or
Gotcha.
Bosco does.
Gotcha.
Oh, we're back there, huh? Well, I'm just whacking with the sword. I'm not aiming.
Alright.
I'm just gonna declare a bite again.
All right, go ahead and roll your bite.
Nice. 6 successes.
Dirty motherfucker. Throw for the ground. Oh, he told me.
He does not have defensive action, so
Gotcha. That's another 9. This is weird. It's another 9 ag. I'm getting the exact same results as the last time I rolled, like numbers wise.
only shows 4. All right, so Air, you're going to attack with the sword.
Two to hit.
All right, go ahead and roll damage.
Seven.
And he takes 6, letting out a very guttural yell of clear discomfort.
Didn't they summon this thing?
No.
They summoned a thing,
And this thing showed up.
and this thing showed up. Perhaps it was due to wanting to hijack the consecration ceremony or some shit.
Interesting. Who's up?
I believe Air has one more rage action. You spent
Whackity whack.
Wow.
all right. You're the only one acting, so go ahead and roll right away.
Nothing.
All right, well, then on to our next round.
Roll again or keep the thing?
We can carry that same initiative.
All right. Who's last?
Me. So he's gonna hit him in his claws again.
All right.
I'll declare rage.
And then who was after?
Then Air.
Whacky whack. 2 more rage.
All right, then he acts. And he is going to enact a charm. 2 charms, actually. And that's it. That do not target anyone in particular. So nothing that is dodge, that sort of thing. So then we were on to Bosco.
What's the moon phase right now?
It's a waxing crescent.
Dang. Okay.
Good for you.
I'll declare 2. I'll declare 2 rage for extractions, and also just the bite. I'll also look at the moon to get one of those rages back.
Alright, well, you are then first to act as well, so you want to go ahead and.
What about Aaron?
You're right. He's just quietly hanging out up there. We're not in rage rounds anymore.
He's vibing.
Well, Aaron doesn't spend rage, so.
That makes sense.
Aaron, your declaration?
Aaron is going to use forces to help him direct the blow. Forces 1. I have a telemetry thing in using my brain as my focus. My enhanced BCI to calculate things. My fight computer.
Okay.
Use forces 1 and basically lower the difficulty of attacks.
Okay.
For a bit.
Alright. Now, if you want to go ahead and roll that to resolve, and then Tiger, you will be next to that. If you want to roll right away too, since Aaron's is somewhat self-contained.
Okay.
Successes. So 2 successes, -2 diff for 2 rounds. I mean, for the duration of 2 successes, which is, I think, like this scene.
Yep. I got 4 successes to hit him.
Yeah, well, he's not dodging, so go ahead and roll that damage.
Well, that sucked. I got -1 success.
Well, you can't botch damage, it says that, so that would be 1 damage.
Huzzah.
And he soaks it.
Not huzzah.
Naza.
His actions. And first, he kind of chuckles, despite being quite well abused at this point. And looks around and he says, I do so love dealing with the wolves. All of you so greedy. Oh, not for things I can help with, of course. No, material goods are good enough for you. But in your pursuit of glory and honor, you turn even on yourselves. And I will need everyone to make a willpower roll to resist kind of being lured into that idea of you'll get more glory if you're doing this by yourself type of thing.
What's the difficulty?
Standard diff.
Do you use the automatic successes rule?
As far as what?
It means that if your dice pool is higher than the difficulty, you get 1 auto success.
I have not in the past.
Okay.
I got 4 successes.
1.
Roll these 5 dice and see what happens.
2 for me.
Standard diff, right?
Yep.
4 successes.
All right. So, Air, you struggle with it a little bit, but all of you guys are able to kind of shrug off his words. And the only other thing is, as he's talking, he does begin to grow larger, and wings and a tail unfold and a long neck, and he is probably roughly body length 15-foot dragon. Actual wings, tail, 4 claws.
This was not in the manual.
And then it is Air's action.
Well, it's already declared, so.
Stick it with the pointy end.
You can spend a willpower and change it.
No, that's stupid.
I mean, okay. My bad.
Nothing anyway.
All right. Alvaro, your action?
Where's that? There it is.
What's happening? Sorry, I had to step away again.
It was dragon form. It's apparently an MMO boss, and that was its first form.
2 to hit.
That's going to hit.
We only got past the first health bar. We've got 20 more to go.
Leroy.
Danger.
5 damage.
God damn it, Leroy.
And he takes 4 of them.
Good.
Good, I'm glad.
Me too.
Fucking dragon.
All right. Rage action listed. Elba, you spent some, correct?
Spent 1.
Okay.
Same thing. Smacky, smacky.
All right.
We're just declaring, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Air's next up for rage actions.
Okay. Jabby, jabby.
This did not go. This is supposed to be. I know it was going to be a dragon.
I don't think anyone knew.
I mean, the Silver Fangs did.
Well, they didn't tell Bosco.
No?
It's true, they didn't.
Different different
Yeah.
group.
He was at the meeting and he didn't listen. I think he was
Yeah,
asleep.
he's not one with Jesus or whatever they're doing.
And they was talking to Yahweh. There wasn't no Jesus up in there. They was talking to Yahweh.
It's actually my turn to make a roll or just declare.
It is your turn to declare for the raid rounds.
Alright, stabby stabby. There's the declare.
I guess it's my turn now, question mark? Or is it Wagon's? I don't know if the Wagon has extra actions or not. Okay. I'm just gonna assume it's my go then. I declare bite. And then I'll roll for bite. I guess.
Mitch, sounds good.
Cool.
Tickling my
4 successes to hit.
Alright, he is not dodging.
Four aggravated.
Alright, and he, even as a dragon, he kind of staggers a bit. Then it is down to air to declare or to resolve. Yeah, are you still with us?
Yeah.
Okay, I need your attack roll then.
8.
Oh boy. Then go ahead and roll damage because he is not defending.
Oh, ain't that a suck?
Wow.
Bullshit.
Fucking brutal.
Rose hates us tonight.
Really does.
Oh, he doesn't so call it, so there's that. And then Alvaro's got an attack.
I hit for him.
Go ahead and roll your base damage then. Alright, he's starting to stagger around, and I need a perception awareness from everyone as well.
I don't have awareness, so.
Primal awareness, sorry.
Gotcha.
I need an awareness from Marcus, and a primal awareness from everyone else.
What's the difficulty?
Standard.
Yeah. I got 3 successes.
Mhm.
That's just fun.
Yo, werewolves got some good senses, boy. Damn.
Sometimes, yeah.
Other times, air just runs into trees in the woods. I'm just saying. How many dragons are in Denmark? Damn.
All the dragons.
They got the one Nidhogg motherfucker and this bitch.
Yeah, I guess 2 dragons is pretty much a lot compared to the amount of dragons a regular person sees, which is none dragon.
All right, so you guys all are able to sense that he's kind of starting to fade, like he can't maintain a physical form much longer.
So he's a spirit, which means he goes by spirit rules, correct?
Right.
But he's like a worm spirit, right?
Right.
Hmm.
So then it will be next round, I believe. Or no, Air
Just
had one
got 2
more.
rage.
I was going to say, Air and Bosco both had another rage round, correct?
I only dropped 2 rage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys both have rage rounds.
1 more.
So area first to declare.
Stabby, stabby.
All right, and then Bosco.
Bitey bitey. 4 to hit. Or aggravated. Unless my strength spec and mighty blow applies, but this is a bite and not a blow. There's your joke there.
We got a huff and puff. All right, and he chokes all but one. And then it is, excuse me, Air's turn.
Two to hit.
All right, he's not taking a defensive action at all, so roll damage.
Lucky number 2.
Focus that. That should do it for rage actions, correct?
Yes.
Right. So we go to next round. Here you are first to act.
Yep. Stabby, stabby. Drop 2 more rage.
Alright. Oh, I'm sorry. Alvaro would have been first to act. I
That's fine.
Yeah.
mixed that up, but
Slashy.
alright. And he attempts to get airborne. Jumping up off the ground and beginning to circle around the church. So then we have Bosco to declare. And then
I'm gonna spend a rage to shift the Krynos and then try to wrestle him down so he can't fly away.
okay. You're, like pin his wings before he takes off type of thing.
Yeah, basically.
I'm down with it. Alright. Aaron, you then can go ahead and declare.
I'm going to grab. Which one of them is the biggest?
Between the dragon and Bosco, you mean?
No, of the warriors fighting with me.
Probably Bosco.
Yeah,
Okay.
Bosco is huge.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hip toss Bosco up to the top where the dragon is.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So you're giving him an assist to get that upper ground before dragon takes off?
No, my character's mathematically perfected the throwing arts and forces 3.
That'll do it.
That'll do.
Well, actually, if I get enough successes, I can get all 3 of them up there. but it only makes one. Because of my limited paradigm, I can only do them one at a time.
That makes sense.
Some massive, like Asian kung fu move where you backflip off of one into the next to keep launching them. Like flips over Bosco, flings him into the air, turns and flings the next one.
Great. I'm Jackie Chan's first cousin, Jimmy Chan. I swear, if I lose my dreadlocks, who's up?
Bosco would be next, then roll into, or you got to roll to.
Okay, so first
do the thing.
I have to execute a martial arts throw.
Or 3.
Okay. Difficulty 6 or 8?
Or 6.
I got 3 successes. It is technically perfect. Now I got to roll my Arte. Will this lower the difficulty of the Arte roll, or did I?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
You're using the action as a focus.
So 7, because Bosco is really big, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking big.
And he's in Krynos.
Oh, Jesus.
And he's
I'm going to fling a furry werewolf. He's terrible. So it'll be 7. 8 because this is not a rote, but 7, 6, 5. See what happens. I got a success.
Well, that'll get Bosco up there.
It's forces, so it's an automatic success. So I got 2 successes.
Yeah.
All right, so now we roll the Bosco to. You're gonna pin this thing's wings. Keep it up the ground.
Is he up there? Because he's.
Yeah, he's up on this thing's back.
Would I be correct in assuming my brawl spec and wrestling applies for this?
Yeah,
Why?
that seems like a safe bet.
You know what? You think so? I like to make sure because sometimes people are weird.
You're gonna put him in the camel clutch and make him call him Uncle Big Nut.
Break his back and make him humble.
If you didn't say it, I was going to.
Cheeky
Man, that
baby.
fucking sucked.
Is this all night with us, guys?
It's super great. Super good feeling when you do the thing your character was built to do. And then it just doesn't.
Well, you had 2 successes, so I mean, now he's
yeah.
got to try and break free. You did successfully pin him, so now it's his round, and he wants to break free. He's not real keen on this being pinned when he wants to fly thing.
Him and Freddie Mercury both.
that's fair.
He wants to break free.
Doesn't he lose like Bosco's strength or something?
It is opposed roll.
So strength brawl, right?
Yep. And well, I would rule that not only does he fail to break free, but if you wanted to actually begin crushing his wings, you could, because that was fucking terrible.
That's right, Rolls.
Yeah.
So
It took a second. Then Bosco got his bearings, and then he rolled 10 successes technically because brawl spec.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you want to roll a crush damage to try and crush his wings, I'll allow it.
Cool. Is that just straight strength?
Yeah. Plus your success, it's rolled over.
Yeah. Only 3.
Well, you do start to hear some of the joints in his wings are popping and grinding, so he's probably not flying anytime soon.
did you want to do bashing or did you want to do aggravated?
I mean, Bosco wants to do aggravated.
Grapple attacks normally inflict bashing damage. A character using barbs, spikes, or claws with such an attack can render a victim with lethal or possibly, with Geru, aggravated instead.
All
right.
Yeah.
So you begin tearing his wings apart, and they now look like tattered ribbons of meat flesh.
Why? This is nasty. Why are Geru so gross?
And
That's fair.
so it is to air.
Right. So, what is Bosco on the flying dragon?
Dragon's not flying.
Oh, good.
Dragon never made it that far because Bosco went apeshit on its wings.
Oh, I have 3 to stabby, jabby.
Well, that's going to hit because
He's a pincushion.
he spent his action, and now Bosco's riding him like a rodeo bull.
It's not a visual I was prepared for this evening.
Same, honestly.
Out of nowhere, Bosco pulls out new Shanka and starts waving it like a cowboy hat.
No, this is the second rodeo that's been in this game. There's a theme going on.
Everything
What is it?
that flies is
Teleporting?
grapple.
Y'all are like, fuck flying. Nothing gets to fly. We're Garu. We will ride you. We're now a steed.
If we can't fly, you can't either.
Fuck you,
That is the wrong dice roll. And that's not a good thing. He's dead.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Did damage finally work for us?
Well,
Well,
For
more
once,
damage.
The funny part is I rolled the soak, but I rolled the wrong dice pool, so I'm like, oh, well, I should just be honest and re-roll it. And he had 4 health left, and that's why he was trying to get away.
Well, he's not going nowhere.
Well, I mean, he's a manifested spirit, so I guess technically he is, but not anywhere useful.
John, I will gain my 1 paradox.
Okay.
Because that was vulgar AF.
yeah, hit tossing a full-fledged guru is pretty crazy.
Yeah, I don't think there's any amount of spin you can put on the.
It was a perfectly executed throw.
It was.
Don't laugh at my pain ear. Don't laugh at it. So, like, are y'all gonna go into the Umbra and beat it to death, or like, not worry about it?
I'll peek sideways before I hop on over.
All right. Well, on the other side, there's a wounded dragon attempting to limp away. Because it turns out when you beat a spirit to the point it can't be manifested anymore, it doesn't have a lot of juice left to do anything on the other side either.
You don't bind
Oh,
worm
this
spirits.
motherfucker.
You don't bind worm spirits into anything, do you? Is that a thing?
I mean, I guess technically you could.
Look, this guy thought it was just a one and done thing. Nah, this is best 2 out of 3. We go in there. I said the gauntlet was 4, right?
Yes.
I got 4 successes to cross over.
You telling us that it's over there?
Oh yeah, Bosco will definitely say like something to the effect of, "Yeah, it's over there. I'm gonna go finish it off." And then if people want to help, they can. If they don't, that's cool too.
Here, we'll step sideways.
I will step sideways as well.
Aaron will be surrounded by those Garu that he was talking shit to a second ago.
Hey guys, what's going on?
How's it going?
He goes, "Now, which one do you hurt, my friend?"
What's the it's primal urge and what?
It's
Your
just
gnosis.
straight
Oh,
notice.
this is
And the gauntlet's 4.
Yep.
all right.
Stepping sideways is not peeking.
Are you guys a pack or whatever?
Two
Bosco
of them
and
are.
Error.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, Arrow could lead. Wait, Arrow can't lead you. You're not enough.
I mean, technically, Bosco could lead air.
Yeah,
'Cause
but she also rolled way better than I did.
Cause
So
she's
she's
a
just
third.
like Bosco gets half the sentence out and he's over there.
Hey, look at that.
Bosco's like, yeah, it's pretty easy. He gets over there, air standing there, looking at him already.
Fuck!
Damn,
Okay,
too fast.
Okay, Riddick and Chronicles of Riddick.
Well, it's one of them Looney Tunes things where they're on one side and you turn and look and they're on the other.
Why didn't I use him as a face flame? Damn it. Sorry.
Who's that, Looney Tunes?
No, Vin Diesel.
All right, so you guys get to the other side and here's this limping dragon.
Round
go
2,
here.
motherfucker.
Here's a question: Did Air's sword go with her?
Would have.
Did it? Does that mean it's a fancy sword?
Yes, all of them were.
Hey, I didn't know.
Wait, are these
I
clay?
didn't roll a gnosis, so I didn't know if it was a fetish or not. That's why I asked if it was a fancy sword.
It's time to go hand ban on this thing.
You know what? Lose your one gnosis and shut your pie hole. Lose your- I don't have gnosis. I don't have that problem.
All right.
Like killing worm spirits is what y'all do, right? This is like what y'all supposed to do.
Yeah, you're pretty much, yeah.
I'm still going after it.
I'm gonna kill it.
Then we're gonna go get a cheese.
Murder it.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill it. Then we'll get a cheeseburger. It's gonna be great.
For us, you're gonna be there with the werewolves.
Yep.
All right. So since he was trying to escape, I'm going to let you guys just go ahead and act first. Make this simple. Because he's just going to continue trying to get away at this point.
He's like, maybe I miscalculated.
It's funny because we're gonna try to kill it till it's dead.
Yeah, well, he's fairly certain none of you are going to negotiate with him.
No, he had that chance.
Are we still rolling in with our initiative order?
We can. Maybe we don't
Because,
have to reload.
well, Air was going to say, why don't we all just get him?
Best plan ever. Get him.
Fucking kidding.
I'm fine with that.
Make
Yeah,
sure
no,
he's dead.
She is
trying to rip his head
like
off.
Patton right now. This is the most Patton fight ever. Get him.
The one time Aaron's not there to see the grooves fully goon out.
Yeah.
They just start going to
They're gonna
town.
come back just drenched in dragon blood and shit, and he's gonna be going, "What the fuck did I miss?"
I'm gonna rip its head off. That's my goal.
I smell fetish.
I was just gonna say, considering, well, I don't know. Never mind. Let's just murder the fuck out of him, rip him to shreds.
That's right. Beat him
Hand
like,
banana.
beat him
doing.
like he stole something.
Get a dragon fang.
Getting its whole head.
I want one of those fangs.
You can have one of the fangs. I just want to wear it as a
And
mask.
you're welcome to just go ahead and all roll attacks and damage.
Let's do
Roll
this.
murder attacks.
Fucking. He can go to hell.
If you all could goon in an orderly manner, thank you very much.
Ooh.
What the? Oh, come on. What are these rolls? Damn it.
Was that two to attack? Or was that and 0 damage?
Oh, I didn't even hit the fucker.
Oh, you didn't hit him? Okay.
No! Who is for my gnosis?
Ooh, I got 1 damage.
Jesus God.
So much for the goonin.
Yeah.
You know what? The good thing Aaron can't see this. He'd be like, but I thought y'all could. Anyway.
All right. Yeah. Bosco rolled a solid 3 to hit.
Good, somebody had
it's
to.
strength plus 2 for claws, right?
Drink the
Yes.
first one.
Yeah,
Ooh,
plus
drink.
1, 2 is
Yeah.
bite.
2 is bite if you're in Hispo.
Oh, claws are strength plus 1?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, see, this is why I don't use Krynos, because it's a garbage form for garbage people.
Wow. I just,
Unless you have razor claws, then it's okay.
I mean, you can't look like a cool Anubis guy in Hispo.
The fuck I can't.
He's majestic AF.
I am.
You're an inbreeding Silverfang.
God.
Shut up, Todd.
Wow.
You tell him, Steve Dave.
It's not very impressive gooning we did.
No, we didn't.
You know?
Is it
It's
still
a good
alive
thing
or is
Aaron
it
can't
dead?
see this.
It is still alive.
Are we supposed to keep gooning then? Let's
I'm
keep
gonna goon.
gooning.
Fuck him.
You can.
Wow, this is sad. Every cry, no screw.
I got this.
Can't kill a dying dragon.
I got this.
Yes.
All right,
Ripping off
cool.
his fucking head. Fuck him. All right.
Why he's taking this shit personal? It's like, give me his head.
Because I missed the first attack. Hold on.
Okay.
One,
Oh, is
seven,
it my turn to roll it to hit now? 1 damage, huh, Bosco?
Mhm.
Ouch, I did the same thing.
4.
Oh, you had 4 damage.
Yeah. 12.
Well, let's see. Dare I ask what my to hit is here? Keep gooning.
Oh,
Oh.
Fuck my life. No, there's successes there. Just a buttload of ones.
Yep.
Is he still alive?
Yep.
Fucking.
3 to hit. Please let me do better than last time.
this is a comedy of errors.
Question: does Mighty Blows apply to claw punches?
No.
Only been working on the host roll.
What'd you say, John?
No.
Dang it. Reag.
Still alive.
It is still.
Fuck.
You know what? Air is dropping this fucking sword. She's pissed now. There are going to be claws involved very quickly.
She's just going to hump it with her angry wolf body. Just
No.
frustrated, get a Fenrir. I need therapy.
Okay. Wow, we're sucking it up here, aren't we?
Aaron can't see you. Okay,
Is it dead?
Was that your damage?
Yes.
5 damage.
Yeah,
Yes.
that'll finish off.
Yes. Hi. My cat's staring at me. What do you want?
Okay, now you guys know the rules for spirit. So it is asleep. So it cannot stop a binding if you want to turn it into something.
Come here.
You should bind it into something and cleanse the
shoe.
fuck out of it.
Or a mask. A lucha libre mask.
Hell yeah.
That would be. It gives you the armor charm because you're a fucking dragon.
Look, I don't have Rite of Binding, so I can't do shit.
Oh. I have Rite of Binding.
Make it a
Yeah,
mask.
you do.
Well, it'd be right at the fetish.
I also have Rite of the Fetish.
I need to dip out. It is late here.
It could be a talon or a fetish.
Kill
Really?
Well, we got to do the epilogue. Now y'all got to step sideways and deal with the aftermath of all this.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
Just
you
overfinger
could
people,
also
you know?
dispatch Alvaro and be like, hey, go tell everyone else what the hell just happened.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a great idea.
I
Sure.
love it.
What am I doing?
Head back to the sept and fill people in on what the F you guys just saw.
Sure.
Small human.
I'll go do that.
That was disturbingly
mention-
lengthy.
Also mentioned that it was clearly of the worm, and that I used the gift to verify. Because Ramon.
Okay, he can do that. That's,
There's all these silver shards laying around. They're not clays, but they're still swanky.
that's what shards should do. So, alrighty, everybody.
Okay.
All right, so the other two are going to excuse me, step back, and meanwhile, Aaron, you had said, all right, which you is the guy, correct?
Yeah.
That would be and Jean flat out walks over and like grabs one of the other guru and shoves him towards you. And he looks right at him and he says, "You threw the attack. You get to deal with the consequences. He wants to challenge you over that. That's his right, and you know it." And the other one kind of tries to snarl and, get a little attitude. And Jean looks at him and says, "Carl's not guru either, but we respect their capability. A challenge is still a challenge."
What is a what? when did I do that?
Yeah. John looks at you and says, "Well, you said when this was done, you wanted to have it out with the one who attacked your friend, correct?"
I do. I do.
Well, that sounds an awful lot like a challenge to me, and this would be the one you're looking for.
Aaron looks up at the giant hulking Guru and goes, "Oh God,
What have I done?
this was probably a mistake." Out of character.
And he looks at you. He looks at the sword in your hand, looks at his own, draws his sword and turns back to you and says, very gutturally, but he kind of gets it out in English. He holds up one claw and he says, "One blow each."
Is he in like Krynos?
He is.
Oh God. Aaron quickly scans his notes on his phone. Works. I've looked up this. And an apology.
He kind of curls his lip a little bit at that, and he says, "You win the challenge, you get your apology."
How do I win this challenge?
He says, "One blow each, whichever one's most significant."
Okay. I have to stand here and let this guy hit me, basically.
You don't have to let him hit you. He just gets to take one swing, and you get to take one swing.
All right, let's do this.
He looks and says, unless you would rather do a first strike and have a true challenge of it. John kind of laughs and says, we can make it a formal fencing duel for all I care.
Fuck it. He'll either kill me or he won't. Let's do this.
All right.
Yeah, that's generally how it works, honestly.
Well, they've got like a formal duel option that's not like, I mean, it's not to the death, basically, and
Yeah.
they talk about like because you don't want to just keep killing off Guru. That's not productive for Guile.
The get offenders don't understand that. They're like, why?
Yeah.
They're like, Gur for the Gur. All right, bring it, Mr. Swordman. Just swing on. I'm not gonna let him hit me.
Okay. So we are going single blow.
Yep. He's gonna put all his Geru stank on this too.
Kranos adds one, no dex, 4 strength, correct?
I think it adds 1 dex.
1 dex in Krynos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Werewolf the Pluggy Clips. Yeah, are you werewolf the Pluggy Clips?
He whiffs it.
What?
Nice.
Yeah, full on. You don't know if he's not taking it seriously or if he's just kind of like embarrassed because of what he's doing, but he doesn't even hit you.
Cool. He tries to hit me. I will. Man, it's gonna be so sad. I feel sorry for this guy. Because I'm gonna counter throw.
Very good.
And put him on his ass.
He'll punch him in the face.
Because I'm a
No,
dick.
at this point, you just like boop him on the nose, and you've already done better than he has.
Yeah, but he still gets. I was right. He doesn't get the thing because he went full on caveman, right?
What's that?
He went full on caveman. He doesn't have a defensive action.
Oh, he took his.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I do. I don't want to humiliate him because that's not good. But I have flaws. I need to ask about them right quick. I have John. Do you need to go have some tests done, bro?
No, same cough I've had for 2 months. We're good.
Okay. I have icy, vanilla, curiosity, and antisocial personality disorder. He's a sociopath. Do sociopaths understand the need for mediocrity?
I would say the idea of like holding yourself back is somewhat rooted in compassion, so probably not.
All right, cool. I run him through.
Okay.
Let's see if the dice will fuck you like it fucked him.
Oh, the way it's been going tonight, it's going to be an all or nothing.
Well,
Killing Geru is generally frowned upon by the Geru Nation. Let's see.
Yeah,
But it was a challenge.
you know.
That's different. I had to ask because I have flaws.
Oh, that's fair.
Uh-huh.
Diff is 6, correct?
Yep.
Oh,
I don't really run him through. I mean, he can soak this. I got 2 successes, right? So 2 carry over. My strength is 2, so it's 6 dice damage.
Yep.
One carries over.
Oh shit! This is Silver, and he's a Garu. My bad.
Yep. He's also in Krynos, so he can't soak it.
Yep. He's a silver fang, so he can't be a metas because those don't exist.
He takes 4 damage.
Silver.
Nope.
Those watching Aaron will notice that he has. It was actually diff 3. I rolled the wrong difficulty. It would have been way more damage.
That's true because you still had a.
Yeah.
So technically, you have a. If you want to roll it correctly, you.
It's good enough for the point.
Okay.
And so he wins, and he runs him through. He gets really close to him, and he says, "I'll have that apology," and then he kicks him off the blade.
He starts to get up. Like he obviously with an attitude, and you hear John just kind of growl a little bit, and he ducks his head, turns his head to the side, bearing his throat, and says, "My apologies for the assault on your friend."
I record it with my phone.
Fair enough.
Do you want your sword back?
John looks around and says, "That wasn't one of mine, and I believe the gentleman whose it was will not be needing it anytime soon." He gestures towards one of the fallen silver fangs.
He's like, you do know that guy is not nice, right? And then of course it comes the thing comes back into his throat. He goes, "Shit, it's not my fault, but he's real bad news."
And John just looks at you and says, "He's a capable warrior who fights for a cause of cleansing and purity. You may have a different idea of what that means, but that doesn't discount his passion or his capability, even if it is misguided to you."
Aaron is done arguing everything. He just says, "I'm going to need a scabbard for this."
John nods back towards the church itself. He says, "That would be in there."
Like, giving no fucks, Aaron and his insanity, because he's got 4 of them, walks back in the church, grabs the sheath, and then waits kind of far off the property of the church for the Geru to appear, because that's what they do. Like, they jump out of nowhere. It's fucking creepy.
So while they're here with these silver fangs, she's just gonna kind of look at them and she's like, "By the way, before we leave, are any of you familiar with a silver fang by the name of Heartrender?" Over the pack link, "Bosco, I need your file of docs feelers.
I need your best line ever. I need your box feelers.
Your truth feelers.
Prepping terrific.
Are these long swords or bastard swords, John?
It is a longsword.
Roger that.
They look around and at each other and a little bit kind of confused, and all generally, whether it's shake their heads or whatever, say no, not one we're familiar with.
Alright. Gonna use truth or Gaia. What's the difficulties based on the speaker's manipulation plus subterfuge?
And we'll just do a base 6 since there's a group.
Okay. Can I spend a
I'm
willpower?
not gonna make you do it like 5 times. That would be stupid.
Can I spend a willpower? Nah.
Or why not?
Cool. Cool, 2 successes.
They are definitely all telling the truth.
Okay. Through pack link, an image appears of Bosco giving a thumbs up.
Okay. Well. Very well then. Thanks for that. She's just gonna kind of look over at Bosco and just kind of shrug. She doesn't know if he has anything he wants to say. They're his tribe mates, so la-di-da.
These guys are weird. Bosco's not really sure how to talk to them yet. Fucking doing rites in a church and shit.
Where do you do that at?
Oh boy.
And John will kind of nod to both of you and say, the sept of the sun is, or sept of dawn is always a place of refuge. Should you find yourself in need.
Tara will simply nod. She's kind of, yeah. Weird place for a sept.
Actually say that, or
No, she's thinking it.
okay.
You can use matter to
No,
enhance.
she would ask, so why a church?
John looks at you and says, in this time and place when we have those such as these glasswalkers that build their steps in the hearts of cities, what better place than a place that is meant for purity, meant for faith,
Purity.
unity. Well, it's not always talked about. Many of the things rode in the Crusades.
Mm.
That's because we believed in their God, although the Christian God certainly shares a lot with some of our spirits and certainly with Gaia's values in some aspects. So we rode because it's our duty to fight the worm wherever it lies.
And that fighting the worm is what brought you to Amsterdam? Yeah.
I was born in Amsterdam once upon a time and
Oh, really?
best to come home.
I was born and raised here myself.
I suspect we had very different childhoods.
I suspect you're right. She kind of,
I brought friends that I made in my travels and kin.
and kin.
Yes, I imagine they're at the pub because that seems to be the common theme. Some things never change.
And how long is Once Upon a Time? She's kind of looking him over.
Get your past life on, girl.
Says, well, you kind of lose track after a while, but it's been a bit.
That long? So long that you've lost track of how old you are?
You spend time wandering places beyond this one, that'll happen.
Mm. What kind of places?
Realms I never even imagined. But that's what happens when you wander too deep into the other side.
So you... I mean, I've definitely wandered to places on the other side, but I still know how old I am and where I've been.
Places where Gaia's spirits can't be found. Places where everything is a manifestation of mankind's thoughts and beliefs and dreams. Places where the dead wander and speak.
Mm-hmm. What about the abyss? She just blatantly says it.
Can't say I spent much time there. I passed through.
She nods. I must say, I'm interested in these other places. Suppose being born under a crescent moon at all it would fascinate me.
Yes, I imagine it would. Perhaps someday when some of these messes have been addressed, we can discuss it more.
How many messes do you have left to clean up?
Yeah. There's, well, get this place established and begin rooting out this mess in the city. We've heard tales of nests of vampires. I've heard tales of faithful mortals being killed, strung up like some spectacle. It seems to me that when mortal belief begins being used as grounds to kill one another, and display such things as if they were some sort of grotesque trophy, it falls dangerously close to that wherever it lies situation.
I'm starting to lose steam, so I'm gonna hop out. Just assume Bosco's standing there being large and intimidating.
Well, no.
One thing before you go.
Yeah. I was just gonna say we can go. That she was just curious about the heart render thing. She can always come back.
I smell a boo boo.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you guys just gonna kind of wrap up, do some post-combat analysis with these guys, and then tap out.
Makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down with that. I just want to make sure I got a handle on what the plan is. Marcus said one thing before we go.
You're gonna want to make it unlive.
Got it. All right. Well, then we will wrap it up here with the guru, Aaron, having settled his grudge. The guru having assisted fighting off some worm thing to help these silver fangs establish a sept, and are at this point kind of going to fall back and discuss amongst themselves and probably with others what the hell just happened. This has been another episode of Nightfall in Amsterdam. Players for playing and watchers for watching.